Y'all boy is out of jail. Y'all boy is out of jail. I'm 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 out of Woo! Lord have mercy. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. When you sing it, when you gotta and KS, no, don't do it.
I'm out of jail, y'all. I'm out of jail. I'm out of jail, y'all. I'm out of jail. Ain't no chains, no cell, no nothing that can stop me. They may hold me for a while, but soon I'll be free. Weapons come, yes, they will form, but my God's got me. Y'all, I'm free. I am free. I am free. I'm free. I'm out of jail, y'all. I'm out of jail. I'm out of jail, y'all. I'm out of jail. Ain't no chains, no cell, no nothing that can stop me. They may hold me for a while, but soon I'll be free. Weapons come, yes, they will form, but my God's got me. Weapons come, yes, they will form, but my God's got me. Y'all, I'm free. I am free. I am free. I'm free. I'm out of jail, y'all. I'm out of jail.
Y'all boy is out of jail. Y'all boy is out of jail. Y'all boy is out of jail. I'm 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 out of jail.
And hello, everybody. How y'all doing? Welcome to Investigate and Advocate, where injustice finds no rest. I'm your host, Jedediah, aka Black. Thank you for being here tonight. I wanted to come on here very quickly. I know you guys have not seen me for a while. You know why? Because I'm living my life. I'm living my life and I'm getting ready for what is going to be the race of my entire existence. Not sure how long I'm going to make it through. Let's live. That meds are kicking in. Well, let me hurry up and get you through it. I'm getting ready for the race of my life. I got too many important things going on. We are working on too many cases and so many new developments are happening. I don't have a lot of time for foolishness. However, I was sent a live stream a little while ago. A live stream. I watched portions of it, and then I received some messages from some of you all while I was watching it. As a matter of fact, I received a message from 3 of y'all. I think the rest of the people who are watching just kind of sort of might have stumbled upon these videos by mistake. There's no way in hell possibly that somebody is watching this stuff and taking it anywhere near serious. But when I tell you guys, it is the one that I kept getting putting time out on. Yes, absolutely is what we did see that. And we found it to be absolutely interesting because the people who value free speech, right? Obviously, you see how that goes. But give me a second, y'all. Something has come across me. Okay. It appears that the spirit of Beth, the amazing spirit of Beth, the cat calls and the hisses made its way to politics. Okay. Anyway, let me say this to you guys. 121 people on here on a Saturday night is crazy. Either you ain't got nothing going tonight or you're not going to church tomorrow. Either way. Okay, So it's Saturday night. Y'all should be looking for a link, getting ready for a link, or preparing for a sneaky link, according to Darren G815. But not you telling everybody what they should be doing with a link. You must be in between links because you here, Darren. Glad to have you. So 124. Let's just get through this because I'm not going to be on this thing all night. I just want to be very focused here. I want you all to know that we're coming upon a very, very exciting week. I want to remind you all that we're making a huge kickoff on Wednesday morning. They're trying to get me to change it to Saturday. They're trying to get me to change the kickoff to Saturday, saying more people will be able to get off work and be available. We were supposed to have did this launching or the announcement last week, and we had a lot of people call off. And I'm trying to figure out why people are trying to act like they can't call off for me twice. Am I not worth calling off for twice? I just need 100 people. I just need 100 people. Yeah, but I don't know. They are people are trying to get me to postpone our kickoff until Saturday, and I'm just gonna go ahead with whatever is there. But if you're excuse me, 140 people on here. If you are not busy on Wednesday morning at 10:30, meet me at the bank across from the Village Hall in Dalton, Illinois. We're going to be in that space during our campaign kickoff. It's not an announcement. It is a campaign kickoff. I am running for the United States Congress, Illinois 2nd Congressional District. I'm excited. See, even my man Stanley said if Saturday would be great. I guess Stanley said he'd come up. But y'all, I gotta go with y'all where y'all need me to be, no matter what day of the week it is. And so I think that if you guys understand the implications behind this run, and also the time frame on Saturday, I need to use the full day to be out there in the field getting those signatures. So you're kicking the campaign off on Wednesday. I don't care if it's 10 people there. We're going to be doing the best we can. But anyway, and I'll live stream it anyway, regardless if you can't be there. But if you can, again, please be there with me across from City Hall Wednesday morning at 11 a.m. My resolve is firm. I'm focused. I am committed. I am not swayed. But I do want to say this to you guys. I am experiencing harassment. Isn't that interesting? I'm experiencing harassment. I'm experiencing stalking. And I am experiencing cyberbullying. Now, there is a thin line between advocacy and those criminal components to which I just laid out. And so I am a public figure. So I have to be considerate of those lines. I've been in the public eye for quite some time. However, me being in the public eye, and the reason why I'm doing this broadcast is because of two reasons. Number one, delay does not mean deny. And you may inconvenience me, but I am undefeated because I am a person who have been in this field for a long time. And I know for a fact what is lawful and what is not because I live my life ethical, lawful, and according to my faith. And I'm saying this because of two things. I'm giving these people heads up. You got to stop it because this is a situation that you will soon find out is only going the way it's going because I don't have an interest in going down that road because I'm too busy and I got too many things going on. And I'm saying it to a plethora of people. Filing documents to tie up the court is irresponsible. It is also a very big disservice to the courts, and it is a very big disservice to the people who genuinely need the court to adjudicate real situations and issues. And it is also irresponsible for a person to go and try to utilize the means of the court for a personal vendetta or for criminality. I think at the end of the day, everybody's eyes are open and everybody's ears are open. Having a few people who clearly don't care about you encouraging your foolish behavior is not going to age well. And that will be my suggestion. I want to be very clear here. And this is what I want to say. I do want to say a couple of things. Number one, no, there was a second part to that. I'm sorry. And here's the second part to that. So the first part is I'm not trying to go down that road, but I'm not worried about the road. And you only get so long with Jedediah before I fully respond. And what I mean by that is that I have the same opportunities, but my stuff will be rooted in evidence. And I know the law. Proven. Number two. So I'm giving you guys an opportunity to think this thing through and stop it because it's wrong. It's just fundamentally wrong. The second thing I want to do about this is I want to say this for the second reason why I'm thinking that I want to make this clear. There has to be reform, which is another reason why this race is important to me. I think that I've watched, and as I've gone through a new trend of people putting court documents in place, I've come to realize that there needs to be stricter rules and policies and procedures and reform. And we're going to be putting those things to task regardless of the outcome of this election, which I'm very optimistic about it. But there needs to be stricter reforms. And I think there needs to also be stricter penalties for people who maliciously and intentionally waste the resources of the courts. So I want that to be put in this video because that is the direction that we're going in. I'm not looking for foolishness. I'm looking for justice to be done in a righteous way. For those of you all who may not be astute about the whole issue, I'm not going to say no names because clearly it's 200 people over here with me right now. And if I'm not mistaken, these people could barely get 30. That's a part of the issue that I'm dealing with. Jealousy is irrational. And there's some people who just wish they could be you. And so sometimes they'll just be satisfied if they can get 2 or 3 people who could just agree with them to be against you. And it'll make them feel like they're doing something. But analytics ain't lying. Numbers don't lie. And I think that it's real clear here that who the jokes are and where the jester lies. But with that being said, with 200 people in here, you may not be a student for totally what I'm talking about. So I just want to give you a couple of pointers here. I'm dealing with some individuals who are, I call them the band of misfits, who are trying to, and it's really, really weird, man. It's like these are grown people, and I get these clips, and it's just like, do these people even believe what they're saying? But unfortunately, I believe that there's some mental affection towards me. There is some obsession going on. There is some immaturity happening. There's some irrational jealousy that's happening. But beyond that, that stuff is I'm really being stalked. I'm really being stalked and harassed, and it's crazy because my name is coming up every single day. Almost there is no other topic for these people besides Jedediah and hopefully getting me destroyed or incarcerated or things of that nature. But what I want to come on here and talk about in the regard of when I say that my resolve is firm is that people, it is interesting to be in the position that I'm in right now. And it is because, and I want you all to walk with me here with what I'm saying. I want you all to walk with me here with what I'm saying. Please hear the fullness of my message and what I'm intending to deliver to you right now. I was called into Harvey. When I went to Harvey, so there's always people who are trying to tell me about things that were done. And they're trying to tell me that the mayor of Harvey is just like the mayor or the former mayor of Dalton, Illinois. It is literally something that I should have the right to do. And that's to say, I do not see it that way. I don't see it that way, but then there's a response. And that response is, I need somebody to provide me with proof. See, when you're controversial or when people try to make it popular for individuals to be against you, then people who are not able to operate in their full identity, they got to say, well, I don't agree with everything that they do. Instead of just saying how they genuinely feel. I experience it all the time. Jedediah Brown don't do nothing wrong, honestly, in the scheme of intent. My delivery isn't always perfect, but my heart is always in the right space. And for almost 2 decades, I've been showing up for the public, and I've been addressing literally the calls for people asking me to help them. And so when you put this in perfect context, I've come with a willingness to go above and beyond the call or what would be typical. And the reason why I'm effective is because I'm direct. I don't do things in a circle. I don't mind coming for anybody, anywhere that I feel is creating an injustice, and I go full fledged for what I believe in. And if I show up, you get my whole heart, my whole soul. I don't miss my words, and I'm very clear. I am the very definition of in this space of if you fool around, you'll find out. But y'all know the real words. But I'm on this no cussing thing again. We trying it again. This is take 472. So, long story short, as it relates to Harvey, I don't see what people are saying. However, I see signs of something far worse and far more sinister, based on the people who call me. And the thing is that I'm not asking for any evidence with them because I have my own. And so I'm going to be coming on here in the coming days, and I'm going to bring out why I feel the way I feel. I'm going to bring my proof. And it's again, that's what I have been and what I'm asking for as it relates to the mayor of Harvey. Again, I'm not on here to talk about these fools for real. I just need to get this point out. Give me 1 second. Did I miss it or did I lose it? Please give me 1 second. Oh no. I think I may have lost what I was looking for, and that is just terrible. Oh no, I didn't. It's right here. Okay. So I found what I was looking for, and this is my point. This will be my point. So again, I was called into Harvey. These people are mad because I'm a man with my own opinion. You can't say something about me that has not been. I'll be right. So you cannot. So like I have my own opinion, but y'all, I've been proven to stand up against almost any and everybody as it relates to when and what I believe in. And so these people are mad because I'm better than them, stronger than them, more resourced than them, more experienced than them, clearer than them, and definitely more capable of them. And it takes this many people to try to be bullies and be spin masters. But I want you all to really understand that these are the people who asked me to come. And they're mad because they have an agenda. I don't think that the agenda is shrouded in a desire for making wrongs right. As if you really look at that, you often see them do the very things that are wrong or the very things that they are complaining about. I was very disheartened at the last public safety meeting in Harvey. Why? Go look at the video. Take out your bias. Look at it for what it is. Do you all not realize that I came to Harvey's public safety meeting as a person that is committed to working in the community in a place with a woman that I just explained disingenuously invited me there under the auspice of let's collaborate. I went in the room and I sat there. I let people do and say whatever they wanted to do and or say. I had no preconceived notion about the environment. And long story short, go look at the one question I asked. I asked one question. That question was later determined by the Alderwoman Kobe Chapman to be or to have nothing to do with public safety. Yet alone, but she utilized that opportunity. If you look at when she spoke, First of all, when she spoke, she was campaigning. And it was not about solutions or about what the meeting was organized for. It was a complete complaining session from her. That's not even the issue. The question that I asked her, look, and I asked the other alderman and I asked the city, they tried to steamroll past it. And I said, is the question too hard? How do you say that resources are not connected to public safety? It shows that you don't even hold the basic facilities to understand government. The question that I was asking is, if the city has a less than 60% collection rate on its taxes, how do you all get the measures you need for public safety? What is the plan to get the resources? They went right past it. It's on video. I will extract that video. I will play it later. The craziest part about all of this, I'm going to talk about in great detail. But if you guys have been paying attention to me going to the meetings in Harvey, I have been directing most of my energy to the alderwoman. When the residents invited me, I didn't come. I said that it must be an official to bring me. She's the official that did. She told me to come to find corruption. Did you hear me? She told me that I would find corruption. But what I found was far more disheartening, because I was almost like those who are vocal, believing in her. But if you look at the core of my comment, what I'm saying is, why am I experiencing this hospitality from your team when I have a right to have an opinion just like everyone else? Why am I getting court documents? Why is there harassment, stalking, cyberbullying, being cussed out, so many other things, simply because I don't see what you're saying? And I keep asking you to show me. And I said, so make it clear. So then the people, because I have all of those things, she's too busy. She's not involved in that. She has nothing to do with what her team has going on. We keep on making excuses for people who do stuff because we want to believe that they're better than sometimes what they are. Public safety meeting ends. I told you guys what she called me at the community meeting, but I wanted her to be clear about if she condoned their behavior. That's it. Now I'm clear about it, because this was her response to them. Forget him. That's Jedediah. Wait. And there you go. That is the voice of Alderwoman Colby Chapman from the city of Harvey, speaking to the very group of individuals who have been engaged in the activity. I will show the video. How many things do you all need to see? I am not coming on here and just giving an opinion. Show proof is an easy concept to understand if you actually have proof. I'm not giving an opinion. I'm giving my experience. I'm sharing the information that I have available to me, and I'm asking for things that are contrary. So when I look at the complaints, for example, people are talking about the lights in Harvey. What you find out if you do the research is that a lot of the wooden poles are actually owned by ComEd and not by the city of Harvey. ComEd owns the light poles. ComEd cuts the lights on. ComEd got to get the bill paid. I will remind you all again that if the city is not collecting its taxes, and then this is what Colby does. Colby Chapman says, we don't know the state of the finances of the city of Harvey. Well, unless she just can't count. If you pay attention, she continues to put down every single month the bills list. What the hell is that? What they're paying out. If you listen to the conversation, you see her talk about what's being paid out. If you look at the treasurer, they say, this is what's in the account, this is what we have now, and then the bills list, this is what's being paid, they got to vote on it. In other words, every single month they're looking at expenditures, they're looking at budgets, and this is what I'm excited about because I'm taking my time to literally, based on what I'm looking at, put the budget together as much as I can, and then get the parts that are blind, try to figure out how to get that stuff answered. But I'm planning on delivering the budget to the citizens of Harvey just based off of paying attention and not playing a political game. So I'm gonna say it again. I'm a proponent of self-defense. I'll say it in any courtroom or at any place. And I know the law clearly, and nobody's gonna infringe upon my rights. And the number one thing that I'm gonna always say is that my rights don't end where your opinion begins. And I want to be clear here. I'm not Martin Luther King, I'm Malcolm X. If you fuck around, your finger's gonna get broke. Your eye sockets, or whatever else needs to be. Because you're not going to threaten me, pursue me, stalk me, harass me, surround me, show up where I'm at, lie on me, and all of these other things. And I just sit there and smile because I'm supposed to be the good, kind public figure. It's not how that goes. And everybody who is an American citizen should understand the value of protecting yourself. We cheer our police officers on every day for doing it. And I will say it to anybody. I am not a thug. I'm not a gangster. I do not have anybody that engages in bullying, cyberbullying, or any mob action. I guess these little bitty fists feel like a gang. But it wasn't enough people to be a mob. But as a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, as relating that moment, I think the numbers were extremely comparable. The judge made it clear. You are not to be pursued, but you are also not to pursue. Yet my name continues to be put on videos. Now, I'm not going to come on here and act ignorant and act foolish. I'm going to come on here and be a man. Excuse me.
Y'all boy is out of jail. Y'all boy is out of jail. I'm 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 out of Woo! Lord have mercy. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. When you sing.
So somebody said you can't take a fight one-on-one. I'm going to tell you this. I don't look to fight for anybody one-on-one. I do well as it relates to defending myself, but I don't have to fight. I have bodyguards. And we're not worried about that. This isn't a conversation about who's tougher because I'm from Chicago. There's no such thing as a tough guy. And I'll just be clear here. I will defend myself at all costs. And I think you should too. You do not upset me when you all come on my page with this rhetoric. Sorry, I'm back. So that kind of stuff don't go back and forth. It doesn't bother me, and it's not. Y'all. I think that the thing about it is that y'all keep playing checkers. You keep playing checkers with a architect. Now I'm gonna take it a whole nother further. You playing checkers with an architect. That is what they will be saying is third party, right? If that was somebody, it got to be them. See, I'm 39 years old as of August 10th. Okay, I'm 39 as of August 10th. And I'm not coming on here to play these games. I wouldn't even take that to a judge because I'm not a fool like that. And I'm not thirsty for attention or for content. I could talk to you guys about real things, just like I just came on to tell you all, even though I've seen that a lot of people have moved on. It breaks my heart because now I'm dealing with real stuff. Fania's homeless as of right now. She have had to move from her home because she's dealing with still the after effects of a bad situation. We definitely just exposed that it's her lawyer who's been screwing her allegedly this whole time. And now we're trying to see how we can help her out. But not just that, the officer just ran into the family of Andrew Holmes. And I'm still trying to get down to the bottom of that, all while running for an office. And it's hard and it sucks because the people of the city of Dalton, who I have given a whole year of sacrifice for. Again, if I was looking for a storyline or content, I would have still been talking about Dalton this, Dalton that, Dalton this. But as soon as Dalton got the relief, I moved on because I depended on them to make the difference. Having got the concessions, got the platform, got the freedom, I had higher hope for Dalton. And so when people say, well, she can't get a job, that is, you have public perception and then you have reality. One of the things that I will say is that they could have given her a job. But let me tell you why Dalton, the village of Dalton, did not give her a job. Because Andrew Holmes will not resign. He remains a trustee. He has family members who are still employed in the village. And they didn't want to create an environment that will be hostile, triggering, upsetting, or that will be something that will put the village in greater liability. I understood that. I understand that. But when you think about this, look with both your eyes. Most of the things that go on in the Southland, especially, it is a big circle of dynasties. I just gave you something without giving it to you there. But it's not that easy. And then you have to think about expertise and skill sets and abilities and different types of thoughts. Do you know that it's hard for a police officer to get a job outside of Dalton simply because if they put on the application that came from Dalton, that Dalton was a city that was marred with scandal, apparently or allegedly? So guess what? They get a black eye. Duh, you got to think about that. And so it's not that easy. But that's the difference between the internet and the real world. You all don't know this, but we have been doing an inquiry because the mothers of both Rashida's son and for T. Hood, the young man that was murdered in Atlanta, they have reached out to investigate and advocate to ask us to help with this very difficult case going down in Atlanta. We've been working on that tirelessly in the background. So many other things that are happening, all while trying to run or to prepare to run for a very, very weighted seat. And here I am dealing with people on the internet that I don't even think about or talk about. He's doing this and he's doing that. No, I was I'm like, who's not paying attention? I came to a public safety meeting invited again by the alderwoman. I didn't engage with anybody. I asked a simple community-centered question. I had to assert my question just to get a response. I got a response from the mayor. I'm leaving this meeting only to hear a man call me a criminal and to call for my arrest that I had no interaction with whatsoever and no interest in, because not only do I understand their house stank, their character is foul. They are beneath me in every sense of the word, and I have no interest in their existence. But to see them call for my arrest in a public meeting that was not even conducted well. If there was something to call about or cry about when you're talking about public safety in Harvey, again, y'all want to complain to me about what the mayor of Harvey, how bad he is. But did this man just give public safety to Kobe Chapman? Did he give her the committee that she wanted? And then what does she do? When it is time for her to speak at the end, strategically placed, so she can act like she wants to hear everybody's concern, her small moment is only complaining when she wants to be the leader who leads the city out of the supposed crisis it's in. Use both your eyes, both your ears, and close your mouth. Pay attention. Now, I've said this. If Christopher Clark has done something that was unethical or unlawful or corrupt, show it to me. Have I found petty? Yes. But petty does not mean that they are criminal. I submit to you today, I think that one of the biggest issues that they have with Mayor Clark is that he has a petty side to him. And I'm going to be honest. When you're dealing with a tough city like Harvey as it relates to its condition, Petty ain't all that bad, because not only is he petty, he's also effective. And I have come to appreciate that about him. And when you do the research, when you do the research, do the research. He fought to make sure that those lights didn't get cut off that comment on when the city don't have all the resources it needs to pay those bills. And they're getting new lighting because of his creative leadership. They're not, they are reeling in from laying off 10% of their staff, less services or efficiency and services available. But one thing that I will tell you all, based on what I'm looking at, they have done a great job of making sure that the city have activities through donors and that the city does not completely tank while still reeling from the effects of corruption. Jedediah, what corruption are you talking about? Again, I will make the case close to election time. There are still people employed that was there doing administrations that were a little less than above board. They still operate in some of those ways. I've been having to put my focus on one businessman when I'm telling you guys, it's a ton of them. I'm not just giving you all talk. Hold on one second. I'm not just talking, I got facts. For example, I took it off of the internet, but I was just there with a businessman going to deal with this same businessman. Alicia Nicole pulled up on me out the blue, jumped out of a car because she saw all the police cars. Are you okay? I love her forever for that. But this is real work, and we're taking it off the internet because I don't have time for the foolishness. But literally, listen to this. I'm going to just play the audio. We'll play the video later time. With a businessman who you're not going to be able to see his face, but you'll hear his voice. And I'll let him explain to you all what he has experienced under doing business with Hassan, who is the owner of American Deli, American Kitchen, that we've been really trying to get to do the right thing by the people of Harvey. So you don't have to say your name, but just kind of explain what is it that you've been going through and what's happening.
Okay, so I was renting from this man in this yard across the street from the American Deli, and everything was fine, everything was good, but I wanted to move out because there was a lot of stuff that been going on in that yard, which is a lot of people bringing a lot of vehicles that not.
Oh, damn, what did I do? Just so y'all can see it's a real person right there. Give me a second. What did I just do? What did I just do? Where did it go? I know you lying. Oh, I thought I deleted the video on mistake. But just kind of explain.
Everything was fine, everything was good, but I wanted to move out because there was a lot of stuff that been going on in that yard, which is a lot of people bringing a lot of vehicles that not noticed where they got it from. I seen some people, they were doing a chop shop, they were parting out cars, and I basically didn't want to be in there because I don't want no problems. And then since I wanted to leave the yard, I had a truck over there, and I left and I came back so I can get my truck, and he didn't want to let me get my truck just because I don't want to rent from him anymore, and I don't want to do business with him.
And so the point was, and when you contacted me, is that whenever, and what you witnessed, that when somebody doesn't want to comply with Hassan, he kind of
He goes against him.
He turns against them and try to make things extremely difficult for them. This is not a good businessman, and that is why we continue to do the work, and we're going to help this gentleman get his property back. I hope you all can hear that video in its totality. It is a larger investigation and a larger effort. But that day, a couple of days ago, we went to that yard to try to get this man's property back. And what he decided to do was to give us a lot of evidence of a chop shop. A chop shop. I don't think you guys are really hearing what I'm saying. I'm doing real work. This man, we have proof of people's vehicles in the Southland and in Chicago that were stolen. Do you all remember the Kia Boys? Do y'all remember all the people who were getting their cars hijacked and taken? Well, this is one of the places we are alleging they were taking them, and they're stripping these cars down. A lot of these cars are now being moved because I've been bringing awareness to the situation. But do you all know what's crazy? Is that I didn't even know that I would be fighting this man head on directly when we had already determined that some of the cars were being taken to Harvey literally months before. So these individuals are so anti-Jedediah, claiming that they want their city to get better, that they're trying to protect a man who has so many people, residents, immigrants, and therefore telling that this guy is no good. Has Alderwoman Kobe Chapman or any of these people take any interest in this? No. If you want to be factual, she went and defended this man against Clark. I watched him try to bribe Clark. I watched Clark's response. Clark earned my respect because he kept his word. I will lay all of this out and so much more at a later time. But my resolve is firm. And even while running my race, I'm going to do what I committed to doing for Harvey. And I have been talking to so many people about investing in the city of Harvey. And I am very hopeful and excited that that is going to happen. I'm not, what did they say about Dalton? He just need money. He using this for clicks and views. The moment things was over, what did I do? I left. Because what did people say? The people that's there like, oh, wow, Jedediah actually left. He didn't ask for no job. He didn't try to stick around. He didn't try to become the kingmaker. I left. So now they're going to try the same storyline in Harvey. Oh, he just want to make this what his successful is, and this he want to make this his base. No, I said I wanted to give INA a home because but look, only picked Harvey because I wanted to actually contribute to your tax base. That's it. I don't need Harvey to do anything for me. I'm not looking for anything from Harvey. Quite frankly, Harvey has nothing for me but a headache as of right now. So please listen to me. I know how hard it is for us to believe that black men are worth standing by when the only people you think are loud and that you're hearing are the complainers. But there are a lot of people who like Clark and respect him and appreciate him. But I'm also asking for you all to consider this. Look at what I'm going through. Look at what it's connected to. And now understand this. I am on Kobe Chapman's ass because it went from, are you seeing this? Are you going to respond to it? Do you have a statement? Are you aligned with these values? To me watching her flat foot, knock-kneed, square-shouldered, saying with her draft neck, keep doing it. Stand up, fight back. Well, guess what? If they get to do it, so do I. And I'm going to make sure that every time I get to get on that mic, I'm going to highlight everything that I understand about Kobe Chapman. For example, you didn't got $40,000 almost 3 years, and you have not introduced not one piece of legislation in Harvey. But you want to hold the mayor accountable. What about you? With everything that's wrong in the city. Now, for those of you all who want to hang on Kobe Chapman's coochie hairs, ask that question. What legislation have she introduced into the governance of that city? What has she done in her ward? Eloquently poured out by Stringer Harris, another advocate in the city of Chicago. When that lady house caught on fire, Kobe Chapman didn't organize around her or do anything. It was the mayor who gave money to the city to help that lady with her house. I've come there, and even while being treated the way I've been treated, I've consistently asked them about addressing real Harvey issues. And Kobe Chapman has not responded to nothing as it relates to the upward mobility of Harvey. She agreed to having a meeting. Why y'all think she never showed up? And I don't lie. I was on the phone with her. I was on the phone with the state's attorney. I was on the phone with the city. And I was on the phone with a whole lot of other people. And Kobe knew that she did not have to get arrested. And when it was clear that everybody was trying to stand down on that arrest, Kobe Chapman was the one who stopped answering that phone. And when I looked up, I showed up at the meeting. It was Kobe Chapman standing there trying to get me to stand next to her because she's diabolical. She is a user. She did not want justice. She wants to be the mayor. And a part of it is because she wants to help the people she connected to secure the dynasty of the Southland. And I ain't telling y'all this too many more times. I wasn't lying to y'all about death threats. And then that's the other thing. That's what I'm talking about. They want to indirectly put everything on Clark when people, because they know people don't understand how government works. They're not going to do no research. And they typically think that the person that's loud is often sometimes right when they don't hear the other side. People just don't want to get in mess. It's true. Let's talk about transparency. Every time I ask you what causes the demise of your friendship with Jamal Green, you never answer my question. Gwen, let's talk about mind your business. That's my personal life, and I don't have to answer that. It has nothing to do with what I got going on if you're talking to me. So that's the transparency. Let me know about your friendships, who you sleep with, who your friends are, what you got going on in your personal life. But that's the call. That's the thing. Mind your business. If it ain't your business, stop asking. You do too much. It's personal. You don't know nothing about my life or my relationships, okay? Your life is not personal. You done lost your damn mind. Stupid people. And I mean that. I don't want, and that's what I'm telling y'all. I'm running to be effective for my district, but I ain't running to be a punching bag. So y'all will get that out of me. I will cuss you the hell out if I need to. Now, that was a call to Jamal Green. He would have answered. We would have laughed and we would have keyed and we would have talked. And then I would have told him about how silly you was asking that question. Jamal Green is in a whole different league than people like yourself. We don't get along all the time, but you don't know nothing about what you're talking about. Stop listening to rumors and stop going off of hearsay and making your own perception, because I don't even know you personally. And who gonna say your personal life is not? Did I just read that? What time is it on a damn Saturday? I can't even. I try my best to stop cussing. Well, what you doing? In the bed, man. What's up? You don't get to sleep as an advocate. I thought we was 24/7. I'm not an advocate, sir. You said you're not an advocate? Oh, you a politician now. Oh, yeah, you got kids too. Well, Jamal, call me tomorrow. I got you. All right. There you go, Gwen. Mind your damn business. Stupid. And this is that would be my point right there. That would be my point. Now Gwen mad because I talked to her like she don't want to be talked to, but then Gwen now looks stupid because you just heard me call Jamal and make him wake up and have a conversation with me. Did you get your ass? And I only did it because I want you to see how foolish you sound. So anyway, I love my life. Because I don't play. Jedediah coming through with receipts. Now, back to knocking knees. I'm sorry. Back to Kobe Chapman. I had a great deal of respect for her. I showed you the message that you deserve transparency. You deserve fidelity. She always want to collaborate. I'm going to do a video. And if you guys gave me a dime every time she said, let's be collaborative, we will have enough money to get our facility. We will get over $100,000. But she lying. And then the word that rolls off I was looking at her and I would have been so impressed. And I was looking at how she gonna try to clarify, how she gonna try to say the law that changed 4570 CELC 372, which states, yes, you sat in the car and you repeated it to yourself 15 times so that you can look a certain way when you got in the meeting. But I'm sitting in your public safety meeting, and you clearly are not running the meeting well, and nor do we have any answers or solutions to one of the most critical things, according to your people, that need to be addressed. And you're not leading the meeting, you're deflecting to the mayor when it's convenient, and then you want to sit there and use it as a bully pulpit to complain about him, and you didn't have enough in you to thank him for giving you exactly what you wanted him to have, because you want to weaponize your black womanhood against his black manhood, because this society still don't understand that there are black men that are worth being able to stand by, that ain't always polished or looking a certain way or politically correct. And because I'm one that have experienced it, I know what it looked like. And that's why I'm okay with it. If I got to stand on an island and I don't even need him to support me in doing it, I'm going to tell you, I've not found what they're saying about Mr. Christopher Clark, but I found everything else in between. The lady don't want to pay her taxes. And then that's the other, you know what? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to sit here and do that. And then go look at their public comment. When they tell the story, y'all see them every time. They always omit that I was arrested. How does Jedediah get to move around the community and harass people? Lie. They don't even say alleged. Thank you. Because one thing I also love is that y'all keep on thinking that I don't got no lawyers. Keep on thinking that. But they keep on saying he walking around here harassing people and Jedediah don't get no consequences. And he just did this to this person and ain't nothing happened. They don't even have enough courage and character to say he was arrested until they start saying he ain't even in the county. He at the municipal court. He at the city court. Like everybody don't got eyes and ears and a mind to see exactly what happened and what's going on. I'm not going to sit on here and play this game. I'm going to tell y'all that my resolve is firm. And I've had enough, and I'm giving them their warning, and I'm going to start now. I'm filing my documents. There's going to be a difference. I don't just say stuff to do it. Now, I'm on here for 53 minutes. I don't have this chair hurting my butt, and I got to get off because I got to get back to living my life and getting ready for Saturday. I'm not jumping on the hey Clark. Oh, so let me unpack that a little more, and then I'm done. When I look at the things that people complain about, and then I measure it up to research or evidentiary information, a lot of the times it don't add up. So somebody said, what did somebody say? Now, what did Clark do that I do agree that I didn't like? He gave a $500 ticket for the disorderly stuff in the city hall meeting. $500 ticket. I was like, what? I didn't like it. I don't like it. I didn't like the not clapping. He conceded to that. That is a lot to unpack. But let me say it like this. If you keep on having children run around in the community and they destroying stuff, you having meetings, you're asking for your parents to do this, you don't want to lock them up. Eventually, what do? You give them a curfew. And then if they still break the curfew, now they go to jail. I believe that there has been a consistent escalation in Harvey because of the lack of enforcement power the city holds, as well as the agitating disingenuous advocacy of a few fools. Now with context, let me say it like this. Now with context and experience, I feel less concerned about that white boy's arrest in city council than I did before I got there. Did that make sense? Now I see the character. Now I see the intent. Now I see the malicious nature. Now I see the unethical, manipulative, conniving, weird. Did you get it? So now I get it. So I put it in context. And when you think about the limitations on what can and cannot be done, I understand some of it a little bit more than I did without context. Again, I said two things about that arrest of that alderwoman. The state's attorney asked for those felony charges. I'm not saying alleged. That's the first. And the second, it didn't need to happen. Everybody was like, let's pause. The mayor was not in charge of those charges. That was the police department, the union, and the state's attorney's office. The mayor said, remove her from the chamber after there was a vote by the other aldermen to censor her, and she remained disruptive, mind you, about a house that the lady wasn't even living in. And when the officer commands was ignored, while in the environment that they've created, he tried to move her. She moved back. He grabbed her within his authority. He cuffed her. She was snatching away. And then we subsequently see a video of her calling someone that she wants to be an officer under her command a bitch several times. Can't just say it was a mad reaction once, because it happened several times. Why is this a problem for me? Again, look at the details. She was fighting for a woman's house that the woman didn't live in, and she knew it the whole time. The woman didn't even know nothing about the house. It was a disingenuous attempt to make the mayor look a certain way. She's still asking on the internet, where is the money going? When you got a whole bills list that you're posting, she's still asking, why are we spending money on extracurricular activities, like the city has not told her several times, and us all, that the money was donated. Then they showed the $24,000 for the 4th of July, which when you look at it was the carnival rides, and the rest was the other things that was in the carnival. All donated. She knows this. She let a woman call y'all uneducated, did not require an apology. She acted like she was too busy. She has no control, or she's not involved with the behavior of her supporters. But then she gets in front of them on camera. Y'all keep doing what you're doing. Well, what are they doing? Because we have no proof of them doing any work. We have a proof of them doing a lot of complaining. Did I say Clark was perfect? I'm saying that I ain't found what they're complaining about. I don't need to say nothing bad about somebody if I ain't found it. Now, has Clark done some things that are questionable? If that's what you have proof of, I want to see it. I'm not running from it. You can come on here and talk about it. We can look into it. We can get down to the bottom of it. But I sat down with Mr. Hassan, who expressed how corrupt Clark was, how Clark was trying to shake him down for a bribe, how Clark was stealing land from him, how Clark was doing this, that, and the third. And when I got him to sit in front of Mr. Clark, I found out that Mr. Hassan was lying 100% through his bald head and his teeth. I don't even know what kind of teeth that is. Look like somebody took a bat and just hit a grand slam, and teeth just started running all over the place. You know what I'm saying? When somebody's teeth so messed up, it looked like their breath stank just looking at their teeth. He got them kind of teeth. One thing about Jedediah is we'll find it. And so, with that being said, And her colleagues voted to exactly. So when you say Clark did that, Clark did that. No, he removed her. She was lying. Her colleagues censored her. She refused. She was removed. Come on now. And again, it can't be. And then what does Chappelle go in there and do? And y'all didn't go get the $6 million from Hassan. Chappelle, have a seat, mama. The county has to enforce the tax collection. But what you could do, since you like to make things aware, give a voice and complain, you can go protest outside of the business and at the county. That's too much like real work, isn't it? It requires real research because you still mad because your car got towed and you couldn't get it back because you didn't listen to them telling you to take it off of that land, and you was mad because you had to get it back through a court because you didn't put it in your name when you and like you were supposed to. And then her son threatens me. I say, "Well, where you at? You want to talk about it?" And I guess that makes me or whatever. I don't know. It's mine. So I'll take 5 questions. I could talk about a whole lot more, but I'm not. Clark is not crooked. I thought he was in the beginning, but something happened to me behind closed doors to me that proved me wrong. Clark is not who they're making him to be. And I ain't finding it. And I do a good job of figuring it out. And y'all, they cannot say that I don't. I've stood against everybody. Rahm Emanuel. They say it's only women. Rahm Emanuel, Barack Obama, Donald Trump, Bruce Rauner, Governor Pritzker. These are not Napoleon Harris. These are not women. They're not all black. They're not all white. Five questions and I'm out. I gave y'all an hour today. I hope that I gave you some context. But you all will see a greater level of advocacy in Harvey because I'm going to make sure people are aware of what I found out as it relates to Kobe Chapman. She is disingenuous. She fake. And she's not cool. What and everybody that keep on playing with me keep finding out. We've lost Gwen, y'all. Gwen is no longer supported because I called her stupidity out and I just showed her stop minding my business. Jamal answered that call in his bed, woke up. Any other questions, Gwen? Not runaway teeth. Yeah, that would have been funnier, right? If I said he hit the grandstand, they smacked them teeth, they ran around their mouth, but they couldn't find their place. That would have been a little bit better. Thank you. Come on now, 5 questions, and I got to go. Now, have you formed a team of volunteers? We're working on that. We were teeter-tottering before a lot of things. You timed out or hidden. She timed out or hidden. Poor Ting Ting. No. Your personal life isn't private or something. I can't believe that somebody said that. And then had a nerve to say, I'm Lord have mercy, Jesus Christ. Are you having a launch party on Wednesday? It's on Wednesday at 11. Andrew Holmes, and that's another thing. Y'all think that I'm done with Andrew Holmes. I ain't never been done with Andrew Holmes. I told y'all I was going to see it through. We got new information. I've given y'all some updates. I want to tell y'all something, but y'all don't care. Y'all ain't going to do nothing about it, so never mind. When will we be hearing from Stephanie Wiedemann, or will she be in the background? Soon. We're actually about to, we're trying to do a couple of things, and I think thank you for a good question. I think Stephanie is wonderful. Um, she is. We're about to make an announcement about something we're going to be doing on a national level. She's going to be very much so visible and involved, and I'm just excited about it. We'll talk about that later. But we're also trying to get the 100th member. So if you've not joined for the culture yet, please join tonight. Let's get a new member tonight. We need that 100 members so we can get ready for this official launch. We're here for it. Okay, 4 more questions. Tiffany Henyard was going to get her license renewed. So I think that means that if nothing else, I can say that Tiffany Henyard is driving. See, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, hold on, let me show y'all something. Y'all still sleep on me. Y'all still sleep on me. I get wonderful briefings every day. I'm finna be done in like 10 minutes. Okay, let me show y'all what I'm talking about. So I've been monitoring. I monitor Miss Hinyard for the simple sake of seeing if there's going to be an arrest. And if there is no arrest, then that tells me that the thing she would be guilty of is bad communication. If the FBI don't indict Tiffany Hinyard, I have no control over that. And I would be the first to say maybe it was just bad communication. But I got all the information that we have. It was the evidence that we have, and we left it at that. But there you go. There goes Tiffany Henyard. No longer do she have a detail, but this is Tiffany Henyard today at the DMV. Nobody has that. Just Jedediah. I'm on top of everything. I'm the commander. Andrew Holmes. Andrew Holmes. Andrew, not Carl says she thick. Andrew Holmes. Andrew Holmes now works for the United States Postal Service. I could not find him for a while at CTA. He got lost for a second. So I did what I did. Got back to my investigative tip. I want to know everything going on everywhere at every time. I'm now alleging that Andrew Holmes now works for the United States Postal Service. Ain't nobody got that but me. How many times do I got to prove to y'all that I'm not to be played with? And do you all remember the depth of information that we were able to extract for you guys in Dalton? So why don't y'all think that I'm doing an in-depth review and a look in Harvey? And all these people who love Kobe Chapman, love her. But you better hear these words coming out of my mouth, because this is what I'm going to tell y'all for a fact. Y'all relationship ain't been tried, tested, nor is it proven, because that face twitches when that demon ready to manifest. Now, Stan Brown, I was sitting inside of a place, a door, and there was a guy in a pickup truck taking pictures of me. So me and my team quickly did what we did, and I was able to get up on that car real quick. Got on that car, and it was Stan Brown. I said, Stan, why are you taking pictures of me? He was like, oh, no, man, ain't nothing like that, brother. Ain't nothing like that. Why you doing that, Jedediah? Ain't nobody taking no pictures of you, man. I'll show you right now. I just was in my phone. I'm like, no, ain't nobody got to do their phone like this right there with the camera where I'm at. Stan Brown was taking pictures of me. I don't know why he was taking the pictures of me, but he said he wasn't. But whatever. She better get rid of that woman with the walker first. Okay, anyway. I guess it ain't no questions for me. Why did Andrew join an organization with 90% women so that he can? I ain't gonna get into that. Oh, okay, I guess y'all ain't got no. I guess y'all don't got no more questions for me, so I'm finna get off. You ever had to sit on such a hard surface that you had to position yourself for your ass to hang off the back? This chair hard as all get out. Okay, I'm going to get you a chair. This ain't right. Maybe with some rollers on it or something. All right, so I'm not the criminal, Jed is. Driving down the street. Driving down the street. Driving down the street. There's Jed. Let me get it. What? You gotta get a picture of me. Oh my God. Y'all don't understand. And then there is the now this is the one thing I am gonna say. You need to leave me alone, lady. I ain't thinking about you. I ain't talking about you or nothing. But I need you to hear me. Hear me. Disability fraud will get you locked up. Now, if you want to keep on walking on that walker and twerking at your party and own your property and lying to the government and not reporting PPOs and all of that other stuff, you do that. Oh my God. Can somebody say, oh, y'all ain't gonna like this? Y'all ain't gonna like this. Y'all ain't gonna like this. But I'm gonna say this because somebody said, now this is an allegation. Somebody said, can you explain about how the mayor's plan for controlling the prostitution on is going on 145th? His plan he mentioned in your show. I don't quite remember that, but there's a man that's complaining about the prostitution, and I allege in our preliminary research of the matter, it looked like this person has a gripe with one of the prostitutes, and maybe they got some money and didn't get a service, so now they want them gone. You cannot complain about the prostitution and the hoes on the block if you've been out there with them. I got a solution. Stop paying them, they'll go away. Diabolical. The hoes said they know you. Oh, former chief, you better get up out of there, get up out them streets. Don't. Hey, just oh my God. I can't. I swear. Did y'all know that in Harvey there was a meeting where it was full of hoes at the village meeting? I heard that like I heard that there was a. I'm trying to find the video. They said there was a meeting in Harvey where all of the working women was at the city hall because the club got shut down, and it was a room full of hoes. Does anybody got that video? I heard the hoes was in City Hall. Now, when the hoes at City Hall, you know, sorry, is it, what is it? I'm sorry, was that the wrong term? Is it not supposed to be? Hold on, let me get the right term. Siri? Okay, I apologize. I was saying it wrong. I was using slang. So the whores. The whores. Wait, is that right? Okay, so the whores was in am I saying it? You must be tricky. Okay, we're just gonna drop that. We're gonna drop that. We're gonna have to edit that out this video. I'm Jedediah running to be your congressman. We gotta protect the hoes, the whores. Okay, so oh, ladies of the night. It's too long. It's too long. Mm, whores. So anyway, I heard that it was city council meeting full of whores and streetwalkers, ladies of the night, whatever you call it. But the man who want them gone, you better stop going around now. Now I done told them now. Now I done told them. You come back over there. I want they give me a picture of them. I give them $100. Cause you gonna stop coming to public comment talking that talk, and you out there with them. You ain't doing no surveillance, sir. They still out there. They still out there. You got an axe to grind. You mad. I'm done. They don't want my kind of sex workers. Okay. They don't want my kind of real. And another thing is, they try to make this thing highlighting Talani Smith for the actions of her niece. And I think that is quite interesting because she is not responsible for the actions of her niece. So they don't want they want Talani to be responsible for the actions of her niece. They want Clark to be responsible for my actions, but they don't want Kobe to be responsible for their actions. It's called hypocrisy at best. But beyond that, I guess that they must be on Kobe's payroll because that's the only thing that we could deduce from their behavior. She's paying them to do these things. I guess that's a fair and reasonable thought. But beyond that, Keisha Stokes is saying that she was hit with a device. We shouldn't discount her testimony, innocent until proven guilty. There's a different component of that. She is saying that her privacy was violated, even though there is no expectation of privacy in the public, with cameras being thrown in her face, looking at her vehicle, inside of it, the license plate, once again, not unlawful, but definitely uncomfortable. I think that it is reasonable to understand that there is more to the story. And there are people who I guarantee you, if they were on the receiving end of such behavior, they'd be calling out loud as the victimization network of Thornton Township how unjust, unlawful, and unethical that is. But that woman is saying that she was basically feeling violated and she has reasons to care about that and that she was struck. And then her testimony to me that before there was any type of situation, you see the adjustment of the camera because she was trying to stop the device from coming forward at her. And so I'm not going to excuse that, but there are many sides to this. So please don't let nobody try to inundate you, which I know y'all not. Again, the numbers don't lie. Don't let nobody try to inundate y'all with their foolishness. But the last thing that I want to say to you all is that I have been going through this since 2016 with one individual, and it's been the same thing. They just wish they could be me. They're definitely articulate. I think they call me a functional illiterate. Illiterate. I think I was called a functional illiterate. There's this joke about me not being able to read. It's just, is that not cyber? Like, is that like, what? I know what it is. I know what it is. They ain't got nothing. Somebody said, go ahead, hurry up and do your whining video. No, don't worry about it. You ain't got nothing. You don't got no evidence. So y'all think y'all just gonna call me and I'm gonna react? You're dumb. Since Clark seems to be working with you, let them tell Kobe probably promised to give you a hard time when she make it in office. I'm gonna do everything that I can to make sure that Harvey is aware of this woman that's running. And when they make their decision, I'm going to be proud to let them live with it. But based on what I see, Kobe Chapman, I want to tell you personally, based on my knowledge of things, run your race. It's going to be the best thing that you could do for Harvey. Because when you run your race, I believe people are going to see the true character you have. You seem to be getting extra views. I got 304. I asked y'all, come on, man, hold on. I was finna end this. I am finna get off of here. I gotta get off. Is there not one question about Harvey that y'all got? Not one? I just refuse to believe that. Why y'all hide Gwen from the channel? She could talk her talk. I don't be suppressing people's. Y'all could have let Gwen stay there. What happened to the building? I'm a squatter until the 1st of January with Hassan. Hassan took the city of Harvey to court, which resulted in more legal bills. They had a title dispute, which Hassan lost. Hassan now has the situation tied up in appeals. While it's in appeals, there is nothing that anyone can do. So we all remain as squatters. Is Hassan still holding migrants over there, or did they leave? Nope, they're there. They have reorganized. They have taken new land in other places. We do have a list of all of the illegals. It is an ongoing situation. We just had a big incident, like I said, about 2 days ago. I think that it will be brought up in court. No, but you told me to go sit in my car. Right? You told me to get put in handcuffs. No, right? I did not. All right then. So your rights were not violated. So what? Which law was that? Did you get put in handcuffs? What law? Okay, no. Right. But you told me to go sit in my car. Right? You told me to get put in handcuffs. No, right? I did not. All right then. So your rights were not violated. So what law makes me have to get in the car because you told me to sit in the car? Sir, would you just go have a seat? No. All right. I want to stand here. I want to stand here. I do what you want. Wonderful. Have a good day. That authoritarian shit is weak as fuck. I'm standing here. I'm a citizen. I got a right to do it. And if y'all could do more, I wouldn't even be here. I would be on a beach somewhere. I would be on a beach somewhere. Go to Florida. I'm going as soon as I get done with this stupid shit. You can't even solve fucking cars being taken because you can't go in there. You're welcome. Now do your job, detective. Investigate some shit. Which law was that? So there you go. I don't work for Clark. I don't work for Clark. I don't work for the police. I don't work with the police. I don't work with the village. I be holding them accountable too. But we were just doing that. That was about 2 days ago, 3 days ago. We were dealing with a situation where Hassan took a gentleman's vehicle, holding it because the guy's giving up his operation, no longer wants to rent there. What was the context of the video? So um, basically, the gentleman went to the yard to try to get his things out, um, and they blocked them in. They created a major traffic jam. They called the police. The police ended up making the gentleman take the car, leave the stuff in there, saying that it was a civil matter. But it was a big nightmare. Alicia Nicole literally pulled over, jumped out. Jedediah, are you okay? I see all these police. It was all kind of cops out there. It was a big mess. And so again, we continue to do the work. Just another confrontation with this corrupt businessman in the city of Harvey. So again, I'm not just talking. We're out there. We're trying to get things resolved. It is a never-ending cycle. And so I thank God for all of those who are still praying for us and supportive of us. But this week is going to be an interesting week coming up. We got a ton of court cases, unfortunately, but we're going to be bringing out a lot of information about a lot of people and a lot of things. And so, Jed, you are still active in Harvey, but just not posting it. That's correct. I've taken it off the internet, but boy, it is no shortage of excitement. I hope I said something out about your life. If you're part of For the Culture, then you already know the rules. Getting, giving, loving, living, reclaiming our crown. I literally hope that this week we will have our personal time. We're going to have a game night of sorts. We're going to have a game night of sorts with our members. We're going to have some fun. It's going to be virtual giveaways on live with you guys. So if you're not a member For the Culture, you're going to miss out because it's going to be great. As I told you guys, we've already selected our person that is going to be recipient of the $500 I Got Five on It giveaway for the month of August. That's going to take us to Minnesota. I'm going to be in the Mall of America, in Minnesota, as we are planning to give away $500 to a mother who is now having to raise her children by herself because her significant other's life was taken, and it put them in the predicament that they're in. She's getting ready to take her children back to school. We're going to catch her at Mall of America. But y'all, what really is going to make this a difficult thing for me, because we're now trying to do it on a more organized scale. We're trying to set this surprise up for her, but it's also like heartbreaking because it's $500 and it was like all the things that has to go into this. But we're going to literally in the back of Mall America is the last place her and her significant other had a date. So we're going to be sitting at the place where her and her significant other was last at. And I'm just not sure about the reaction, but we've been trying to plan and we've been trying to figure this out. But I just want to thank everybody who nominated somebody. You've given me a hard task. We're trying to organize this surprise. We want it to be impactful. I don't want it to just be something that'll make her relive the tragedy, but we're hoping that it will contribute to some level of healing as she gets ready to take her children back to school as now a single parent. But with that being said, again, thank y'all. I love y'all. Have a good night. Our resolve is firm. Get ready. It's going to be an interesting week ahead. She may not be ready. I hope not. Wait a minute. Interesting. Who is this? I thought I was getting off.
Call has been forwarded.
So this is what I'm trying to say. Like,
Call has been forwarded.
so somebody. Who is this? Okay, don't text me and I'm calling you. How did you have my number?
Your call has.
Who is Gwen? Who is Gwen? Oh, Gwen is texting my phone. So this is what happened with me and Beth. You're having a bad day and I'm having an effed up day. For you to speak to me the way you did and your moderators placed me in time out, good luck. I'm all the way out. I had another channel I could have chimed in. Okay, well, goodbye, Gwen, because it's like y'all think y'all can talk to me any kind of way, push me around, determine what parts of my life is respected or not. I don't give a damn. Goodbye. And so I see that you were somebody who helped with things. As I look back, you got $50 you gave, $50 you gave, $51 you gave. That's $101. I will personally send that to you on your way out the door because I don't care. That will never be my hang up. People think that because you're in the public, that they can talk to you any kind of way, treat you any kind of way, ask any kind of thing, and then not think that you have a human response. Why every time you ignore my question about you and your friend? Huh? I think that's just too far out of order. And then when I assert, it's out of order. Your personal friendship, your friendships isn't personal. What? And so when you think you could do things like that and make me feel a certain way, then you want to say goodbye. Okay. Can we get her to 1,000? Who, Gwen? No, she gonna get $101 if she want it. I'll send it to her right now. Cause I think, like, am I okay? So before I get off of here, am I wrong? Am I wrong? I don't think that I'm wrong. It's like, what? And that's why I'm going to say that in my campaign. I'm running to fight for the district. I'm not running to become anybody's punching bag. Not Gwen. So wait, is she a member? Okay, I'm still on this live stream. So wait, who is Gwen?
Gwen has been a supporter of INA, but she also has asked those type of questions before, and it becomes a point that when people feel like they support something, that they have a right to dig deeper into places that they actually don't have a right to be in. And it's unfortunate because she was a nice young lady as far as I know. However, it's not the first time I've seen her ask
that was too invasive.
When you start putting questions in all caps, that has a meaning. It's like you're ignoring me and you're going to stop ignoring me because I want this question asked. And there is a part of your life that's personal.
Yeah, everybody has a part of their life.
People have to respect it.
Yeah, well, clearly she doesn't value me or respect me for that to be her position. So, whatever. All right. Thank you. Somebody text me. They knew who Gwen was. Well, you guys, let's bow our heads and have a moment of silence for Gwen. She gone. All right. Okay, the lady with the children. That created an interesting dynamic in my mind. I'm going to say, I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. Wow. Wow. That literally just put an interesting question in my mind. I'm going to say, I don't know. Right now, I don't know. We're going to just, I don't know. If people want to donate towards that and say it's for her, the $500 can be increased. Yeah, it ain't that simple because I have accounting and we have other things to factor in. I'm going to say that's great. And I think what I'll do when we do it is that I'll just put up, I don't know. Let me ask some questions about that. But right now, we're going to give her $500. And that's coming out of a fund earmarked for this specifically. And I don't know how the commingling or other things being added to that will affect it. So I have to ask some questions. But that is the scenario. And we will see. For every supporter gone, you'll get so many more. And if I don't, I'm not doing this I'm not trying to be a celebrity. Just trying to be effective. Peace, y'all. I'm going to bed.
Y'all boy is out of jail. Y'all boy is out of jail. I'm 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 out of Woo! Lord have mercy. Let me tell you something. When you sing it, when you gotta and KS, no, don't do it.
I'm out of jail, y'all. I'm out of jail. I'm out of jail, y'all. I'm out of jail. Ain't no chains, no cell, no nothing that can stop me. They may hold me for a while, but soon I'll be free. Weapons come, yes, they will form, but my God's got me. Y'all, I'm free. I am free. I am free. I'm free. I'm out of jail, y'all. I'm out of jail. I'm out of